Hello and welcome to Austin, Texas, one of our favorite stops on the tour. And today, revved up, ready to make noise for the Texas Longhorns. This is not your normal matchup. A battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. 3A Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Tackle at the 13. Not great field position to start the drive. Big guys up front lined up. It's first down. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Looking to throw it on first down. It's an out route. The catch made. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Boy, really nice throw here to the slot receiver, and I love the quickness that he has after position. That's how dangerous he is after he makes a catch.
That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here's the snap. Offense looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. Not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other options, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So it's 3rd and long from the 29. The defense play coverage or blitz. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Fires it to the wideout. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. And they finally bring him down. Great defensive play, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see if the takeaway stands. The Longhorns getting set on 1st and 10. The junior tried to take a shot, but overthrows his man. Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
It's pretty simple as a defensive coordinator. When the quarterback drops back to throw, if we get pressure on him, we got a chance to slow him down and win the football game. If we don't, could be a long afternoon. Good job here by dialing up the pressure.
And the pass is intercepted as he throws into double coverage that time. Going the other way, can they stop him? Going to take it all the way in. Pick 6. Touchdown. Tied. And the interception taken to the house. A pick 6. Potential game-changing play there.
Man, nothing gets a defense, and especially a defensive coordinator, more fired up than a pick 6. And let's not forget, give credit to some of those other defenders for making some key blocks to spring that touchdown loose.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner opportunity to bring this back. Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. He'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Defense is coming after him. Using his legs on the scramble.
Boy, the defense trying to get after this quarterback. Prevent him from getting out and picking up huge yards.
Handoff here from the shotgun. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. Offense right to the line, playing with tempo now. Quick throw, that's an RPO caught on the left side. Brought down at the 40, that'll be a first down.
What a...
Hello and welcome to Austin, Texas, one of our favorite stops on the tour. And today, Darrell K. Royal Stadium is packed and revved up, ready to make noise for the Texas Longhorns. This is not your normal matchup, a battle of top 5 teams, 2 forces colliding here near the end of the season. Cannot wait for this one. Big playoff implications. As we'll see the number 7 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined here in the booth by Kirk Herbstreit. Kirk, let's get to the action on the field. Alabama will kick it off to get us underway. That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for the wideout. He makes the grab. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, when you get a one-on-one opportunity, you got to cash in on it. And this Texas receiver makes a great play to be able to come up with a big gain. This defense cannot just load up on the run game and the quarterback and leave these receivers one-on-one.
Brought down, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 49. Longhorns will hustle to the line to run the hurry-up offense.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
Here's a screen pass to the running back. And the tackle is made. The screen pass there produces a solid gain. Getting set. Here's second down.
Early on in a football game, the offense always wants to try to develop just a nice rhythm to the offense. That time, just a simple screen to the running back, and they build some confidence on this first drive with a nice play.
Early movement there will cost the offense 5 yards. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Second down play coming up for this offense. And the quarterback dropping back. The pass rush closing in. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
And I talk to defensive coordinators all over the country, and they're quick to point out the term affecting the quarterback. They kind of almost get offended when you want to talk to them about sacks. Sometimes it's just about getting into his face, affecting his vision. It's exactly what they did right here.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. And he lofts it toward the left sideline. Oh, and it's dropped. A chance for a big play here in the early going, but some jitters on the part of that receiver.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on fourth down. Aggressive start. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Trying for a fourth down completion. And now another deep ball here. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. They've got him, but they convert on fourth down, and the drive keeps going.
Well, Chris, here's an example of what we always talk about. On fourth down, the receiver's got to run a route beyond the sticks. Great awareness to know exactly where he is. Quarterback makes the throw. Receiver gets hit, but he's beyond the sticks for the first down.
Here comes a throw from the red zone. He's escaping the pocket now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
Well, this offense was looking for a big play, and I think this quarterback's eyes lit up when he realized there's nobody in front of him. He takes off and goes a long way. Not only does he pick up a first down, but a big gain.
He powers into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns. And they'll set up for the PAT.
Chris, we get so caught up in this era of the spread, of throwing the football, and the quarterback and the receivers. This is a great example of the value of having a running back that has a nose for the end zone and can take it in for a touchdown.
Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. And the hands team able to recover the football.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
Listen to the crowd energy here in the early going. This is a tough environment for visitors. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 4, so it's 2nd and 6.
Hey, listen, you don't always have to have big plays to be successful. It's a nice, solid gain here. Keeps you on schedule, and you get ready for that next play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Takes the ball and heads to the left side. Finds room at the 30. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. Offense racing down the field. It sets up a 1st and goal inside the 10. Keeping it on the ground here. He'll make it into the end zone. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Chris, it's a great touchdown run here by this back. But the continuity of this offensive line was on display. And that's the reason he was able to get into the end zone.
No problem with PAT right down the middle. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback to start the 25. Offense comes back out on the field. The passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. Catch made on the left side.
Boy, Chris, great timing here with the quarterback against that zone defense, waiting just at the right time to deliver it into that window to pick up a nice gain.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Receiver makes the grab. And it's a huge chunk play. The tackle is finally made, but the ball moved to the 47-yard line.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4.
Chris, I think we all kind of get caught up in third down. What's an offense doing on third down? If you can hold your opponents to a short gain or a tackle for a loss, you throw the offense out of whack, and their game plan gets much more challenging to try to come up with that first down.
The pocket breaking down. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Now, everybody's entitled to whatever they think is best for their own defense. But, man, this quarterback was just sitting back there with all kinds of time to be able to evaluate the coverage and make a throw. This defense better get more aggressive and start getting after the quarterback.
The Longhorns pick up enough yardage to get a first down. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. Here comes a first down pass attempt. And it's incomplete. Comes up a little short on that throw. So second down after the incompletion. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Here's a target, and it's complete. Tackle made at the 24-yard line. This offense really threatening now.
These undersized slot receivers can be some of the toughest guys to contain for a defense. They're quicker than they really are fast, and they're very elusive, tough to contain in these one-on-one matchups.
Looking to throw yet again. He's moving out of the pocket now. And it's intercepted as he threw it back across his body that time. And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
I love this quarterback's athletic ability and the way he can create and improvise. Unfortunately here, he just didn't locate the defender, and he throws the interception.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Great possession last time. They punched it into the end zone. Can the defense come up with a stop this time? To throw, it's Burks. Lets it fly to the wideout. Here's a wide-open receiver, complete. And moves the ball to the 37 for a first down. Alabama comes up to the line quickly.
You know, Chris, if we would have told Bear Bryant that Alabama would have a wide receiver that won a Heisman in recent years, I don't think he would have believed us. But that's where we are. They've been some great ones in the past, and we're seeing some great-looking receivers on this unit right now.
And looking to throw now on first down. And a senior making a disruptive impact play.
this defense. You do that, it's a bit risky. You can leave your defensive backs out there on islands, but the good combination of good coverage with a good pressure on the quarterback, and you come up with sacks like this.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Looking to make a big play downfield. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. And they bring him down at the 5. Solid gain, though, in the completion. So here we go, an exciting start to the quarter as the offense sets up with a 1st and goal. We go with a direct snap. Couldn't quite get there, but brought down at the 1-yard line. It's a 2nd and goal play for the offense. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. And this big crowd doing everything possible to inspire this defense down here. And fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama. And now the try here for the extra point. The extra point gives them a 14-7 lead. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. Touchback. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. First play of the drive, looking to throw the football. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so we'll just throw it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Incompletion sets up a 2nd down. Pre-snap motion from the offense. He's back to throw again on 2nd down. Fires it to the wideout. And he finds a wide-open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks more than enough for a 1st down.
Chris, what a play here by this receiver for a big gain for Texas. And you think back over the years with Texas going back decades, I always think about running backs and, of course, quarterbacks. But there have been some receivers, Roy Williams and Devin Duvernay, guys like that. There have been others. But, man, plays like this is what you love to see and kind of creating that new legacy for Texas of having elite receivers.
On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. He picks up the 1st down, but gets drilled on the tackle.
Boy, this guy can do it all. We know what he can do with his arm, but when things aren't there, does a good job of pulling it down, knowing where the 1st down marker is, picking up the 1st down.
Longhorns starting a new series here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Lets it go quickly. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one.
Well, the quarterback had plenty of time, but ultimately just couldn't take advantage of it.
So 2nd and 10 after the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. Play action fake. Looking to throw. Hit as he releases it. And the pass ball is incomplete. Longhorns come up to the line to crank the tempo up here. quarterback appears to be changing the play. Now the timeout is called by the defense. They've got some things to work out here. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. And he'll drop back here on third down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And this is dropped. Would have been a huge gain, but he could not collect it.
Hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. Fourth and 10 after 3 straight incompletions. Can they connect this time? And someone on the line there moved a bit early. Offense gets a 5-yard penalty. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense already has 1 fourth-down conversion. Can they do it for a second time? That player moved a little bit too early. It's a false start. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. The Longhorns bring their punt team onto the field. He's on to boot it away now. They'll kick it away here. He fields it at the 15. And the returner brought down by the coverage team.
And the Alabama offense will take over. First and
10. First down here for this offense. Back to throw. It's Burks. Pressure is coming. Down he goes. A sack.
Good pressure here by this defense, but it felt like the quarterback held onto the ball a little bit too long to come up with that sack for the D.
So from the 21-yard line, it's now second and long. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. They finally bring him down, but he makes it inside the 15-yard line. First down in great scoring position. Alabama now operating in the red zone. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Looking to the end zone. And the pass is incomplete just across the goal line.
Really good job here by the defense in coverage. Did a nice job here of staying in phase with the receiver. There's no chance for a completion at all.
Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a third and long. Oh, it's snapped to the back. Ball carrier brought down at the 4. Offense in great scoring position here. So here we go. Third down in the red zone. The kind of play that and he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama.
Chris, you think this guy, when he went to bed last night at the team hotel, thought he would score not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns in one game? What a day.
PHC is good. They're pulling ahead now, 21-7. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away.
Texas.
And that kick will just bound into the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Last drive stalled. They were forced to punt it away. Let's see what they can come up with this time. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw. Good pass rush there on 1st down.
Well, everybody talks about sacks, and they're very important. But sometimes just the rush, the pressure, affecting the quarterback is just as effective. He didn't have a clean throwing lane, and they forced the incompletion.
Quick throw to his receiver. And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Takes the pick to the end zone. Touchdown, tied. But they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT. Oh, he's missed it. The extra point is no good. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to kick this one away. Texas.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. The offense will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They have got to bounce back on this possession after throwing a pick 6 last time out here. 1st down. Looking to throw the football. Plenty of time to scan the field. Finally flings it to the left side.
And the offensive coordinator told us before the game they consider any one-on-one deep shot an advantage, but they couldn't connect on that try. Give credit to that defensive back, man. He played that perfectly.
An incompletion makes it 2nd and 10. Fakes the handoff, looking to throw. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time, threw it behind the receiver.
Well, this quarterback and his receivers have got to get on the same page. They've got to find a rhythm if they want to move the ball down the field.
Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. He's looking to scramble. Slides to avoid the big hit. Longhorns hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Well, Chris, that's a great example of why we see these college football coaches bringing in baseball coaches to teach these quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. Protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. And that's exactly what...
Airing this one out toward the sideline. And he throws his 3rd interception of the day. Going the other way, can they catch him? Across midfield. At the 30 now. At the 10 now. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. Wow, what a play, a defensive score. Now the all-important extra point.
With the defensive score.
The extra point is good, and they stretch the lead a little bit more.
That makes the score.
Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back.
Texas.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick 6 in the last possession. It's a deep throw down the right sideline. And the pass is dropped. Would have been a big gain, but he couldn't hold on. So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Pick up. And they'll bring him down, but this offense creates a huge chunk play.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
He's going to take another shot right here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball.
Well, the offense coordinator with the right call, trying to take a shot there, but just poor execution. They couldn't come up with a big play. Let's see if the coach tries it again later, or maybe in the second half.
Incompletion makes it second down. The quarterback making some changes at the line. Fires it to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. Touchdown, Tex 2. And the back now goes in motion. And he makes it in. The two-point conversion inching the score a little bit closer now. Now they get set to kick it away. And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. And it'll be tackled right at the 20. That's a good job by the coverage team. First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops with the 2-minute warning. And here's the handoff. Defense able to stop the ball carrier there. We've reached the 2-minute warning here. Let's see if this offense can build on this big lead before halftime. Second down after that run on the previous play. To throw, it's Burks. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs. First down, looking to throw the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. Looks to his left and makes the completion. He'll be taken down, but he crosses midfield at the 48. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down. Looking to throw it on first down. Makes a quick grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Alabama getting set for the 1st and 10 now. And he'll set up to throw. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down. Here comes the up-tempo offense. The DB's right near the line now, showing press coverage. They look to throw it here on second down. He bought some time, now lets it go. This time, a completion. They bring him down, but that's a solid gain on the play.
You know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? Their own defense. Man, when I played, I used to have defensive guys come down and tell me when we'd have a long drive how much it would allow them to rest and go out and play dominant football.
Alabama has now moved into the red zone. Receiver in motion now. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Got space, looking to score. And he'll get there. Touchdown, Bama. So they'll try to add to the lead now with a PAT.
In the end zone.
And the kick is up and good. They tack on a point to their lead.
That makes the score Alabama.
So after the touchdown, here's the kickoff, and we'll see if the opposing offense has time to answer before halftime. On the kickoff is hammered, sails out the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Longhorns offense takes the field. Let's see what they do here in the final minute of the half. Try to get aggressive and cut into this lead, or play it safe. And he's got his man open downfield. They tackle him at the 48, but it's enough for a new first down. After the first play, they're very close to midfield already. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. Here comes a first down pass attempt. That's a bullet right into the heart of the field. Touchdown, Longhorns. Made the defense look slow that time. Now the try for the two-point conversion. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. And he makes it in. The two-point conversion inching the score a little bit closer now. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime of the touchdown. Now they kick off and hope for defense can get a quick stop.
Texas.
And he'll bring it out from inside the 10. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team.
And the Alabama offense will take over 1st and 10.
Here comes the Alabama offense onto the field. They've got to be pleased with their performance here in the first half. Let's see if they just play it cautious and get to the break in front. Bringing and looking for a big play here. That ball is incomplete. An aggressive deep shot on first down.
A lot of times college football, the game comes down to just a play or two. And that's a missed opportunity by this offense. I wouldn't be surprised to see them try to come back to that same play in the second half.
Looking for the wide out. Looks downfield and finds a receiver who worked his way wide open. Offense stops the clock with their second timeout to talk strategy.
Timeout.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
The offense operating at peak efficiency. They come to the line again. Looking downfield, it's Burks. Catch made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Boy, they love going to this guy in the slot, don't they? What a mismatch inside. He reels in another one. This guy's automatic.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing press. And looking to throw now on first down. He's got a lot of time. Now sends this one deep to the right.
Chris, you see what happens when you try to squeeze it into double coverage. An incompletion is probably the best result you could have hoped for. Because an interception is the most likely outcome when you're throwing the ball into the crowd.
The offense comes back out there. Not much time left. Perhaps just time for a couple plays before the half. And throwing again on 2nd and 10. Trying to extend the play. Scrambling around now, looking downfield. Here's a wide open receiver, complete. And it's a touchdown, but there is a flag down. Let's check out the marker. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. Longhorns will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to bring this out a few yards deep in the end zone. And bulldozing his way through. Oh, the ball on the ground. And the return team able to make the recovery and avoid a damaging turnover there.
Oh, boy. The kick returner catches a break. His teammate was able to recognize the ball on the ground and immediately made a heads-up play to get on top of it.
The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. They'll run it here. He shreds the tackle. He's found some room at the 45. An explosive play. Big gain across midfield to the 42. Big chunk play. This offense operating at peak efficiency. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama. Stretching the lead. This one is getting ugly.
Chris, remember in college football, it's just 1 foot down to be able to count for a touchdown. Does a great job towards the back.
Hold on a second. The replay official has signaled that he wants to have another look at this play. And that review confirms the ruling on the field was correct, so the play will stand. What have they got cooked up for this two-point conversion attempt?
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They'll try to run this one in. He's swarmed by the defense.
Hey, great job here by the defense on this conversion. Nice heads-up play to prevent the two-point try.
Getting set to kick the ball off now.
Texas.
This one is not returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field. Quarterback changing the play now at the line. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. Defense is coming after him. The freshman's able to get home with a sack.
You know, a lot of times we get caught up, Chris, in the one-on-one battles with the receivers and the DBs. Here's a great example of up front, the offensive line and the defensive line. Who wins that battle? This time the defense wins it and they get the sack.
Lofting it toward the left sideline. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there, but now it's 3rd down. Urgency now for the offense. They hate to come up empty on this drive, down multiple scores. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, I see what the quarterback's trying to do here. He's holding on to that football to the last possible second to give that play a chance, but he held it just a little bit too long, and the defense is able to hit him to force that incompletion.
And they've got the returner corralled.
He catches a break here. Always good to have friends looking out for you on the job. That was almost a major momentum shift, if not for the returner's teammate coming in to recover that fumble.
And now the handoff. Running through the tackle. He's tackled just short of the 20-yard line. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Dropping back. It's Burks. He'll take a deep shot here. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Touchdown, tied. And the beatdown continues.
Number 6. Catch and score.
And they'll set up for the PAT.
On for the extra point.
And the PAT is good as they continue to pull away even more. Kickoff team is on the field to boot this one away.
Score Alabama 54. Texas.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so a touchback will start at the 25. The Longhorns offense takes the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. And there's the handoff. Breaking free at the 35. They tackle him at the 38. Solid gain. Nice play there.
Sometimes I almost get mesmerized watching these runners who have great vision. You know, the eyes that carry their feet to the open space, making people miss. I just love watching those guys do work.
On 1st down, it's play action. Quarterback leaves the pocket on the move now. On the move, looking deep. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. And it's the senior getting home with the sack.
And just like that, you squeeze the life out of this offense. That's another sack by this defense. They have been in that backfield the entire game, and a big reason why these guys are enjoying a lead.
Offense will try to convert a 3rd and long from the 27. We'll see if the defense brings the blitz. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. The pass rush closing in. Incomplete. He was hit as he threw the ball. That's a big 3rd down defensive play.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And the returner steps out. They'll mark the football right there. Here comes the Crimson Tide offense onto the field. Offense moving receivers around. To throw, it's Burks. The pocket breaking down. Got him for a sack. A big play made them one of the seniors on 2nd down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
Good adjustment here by the defensive coordinator. Let's face it, it's been a tough game so far for this defense. They've given up a ton of yards and touchdowns through the air. This time they figured out a way to affect his timing, and they get the pressure to hit him before he can make another play.
Now in 3rd and very long, looking to throw. Looking for a deep completion. That deep shot is caught for a big gain. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. What a huge moment. That long play wiped away by a penalty. The offense with a long way to go now. And at 4th down, they'll punt it away here. Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Returner brought down. Sets up the next drive. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Trying to create outside the pocket now. And he just throws it away incomplete. Didn't see anybody open. Going to bring up 2nd down. Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo. They'll change the pre-snap look now. And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. QB tries it again here on 2nd and 10. Looking to scramble now. They bring him down just short of the marker, inches away from a 1st down. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Try and muscle for the 1st down. Tackle made at the 26-yard line. This offense getting closer to the red zone.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance.
On the move, but can't find the receiver, and he's brought down.
Well, that takes the wind right out of your sails. This offense is trying to find a way to get back into this game, and another pressure and a sack against their quarterback.
1st down sack, pushes the ball back. 2nd down coming up. Offense looking to throw the ball. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Down for a shot, falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. The Longhorns looking to run some tempo here. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. Lets it fly to the wideout. Finds a man open on the right side downfield. Touchdown, Texas. This offense really clicking. Now a 2-point conversion attempt coming up. Quarterback's got it on the option. He's not going to get there. The 2-point try fails. They can't cut into this deficit any further. Looks like they're lining up to attempt an onside kick.
54, Texas, 29.
And the receiving team has recovered. Looks like the hands team did its job. Alabama's offense coming back onto the field. They're trying to build on their lead. They were forced to punt on the last possession. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8.
The defense coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
2nd down play coming up. Looking downfield, it's Weaver. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. Dangerous play call here after that 5-yard penalty. Offense needing to keep this drive alive. It's a 3rd down play. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Looks to the left, and it's complete. Oh, and nothing but green grass ahead. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
Well, this quarterback is unflappable. Here they are working with the lead in the second half. Get to a 3rd down. You got to throw the football. This is where you trust the quarterback to make a good decision, an accurate throw. He does it, you convert, and you keep working that clock.
Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. Tackled down at the 3-yard line after an excellent run. Alabama comes up to the line quickly. Offense appeared to be confused about the snap count there. It'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The tied offense line up here on 1st and goal. Press coverage now from the secondary. Looking to throw. It's Weaver. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
All right, it's 2nd down and goal now for this offense. Here's the handoff, testing the middle. Goes backwards, losing 3 yards there.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Alabama 54, Texas 29.
Crucial play to begin the new quarter. The offense sets up with a 3rd and goal. Play action fake, looking to throw. Makes the grab, a chance to score. And they'll stop him short of the goal line. Offense will set up inside the 5.
Well, the running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
So 4th down now from the 3. They'll go for it. Can the defense rise up for a big stop? There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. To stretch the lead, the route is on. And they get set now to try the PAT.
In the end zone.
The PAT is no good. Wow. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away.
Defense on the football. Texas.
Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Texas offense comes back out on the field.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly. Ready?
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. They've got him. Defense comes up with a sack. One once, looking to crank up the tempo a bit.
Chris, I'm really surprised by the way this game has turned out. That's another sack by this defense. They've done such a great job of preparing a plan to get ready for one of the top quarterbacks in the country. They've kept him out of sync, applied pressure, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead right now.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Looking to throw it on 3rd and very long. But they don't connect. It's incomplete, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, that's not what you want to see as an offense when you're trailing late in a football game. An incompletion on 3rd down and long. It's a bit of a risk, but with that clock looking the way it looks right now, I think you got to go for it here and hope to convert on 4th and long.
And he fires the football to the right side. Downfield and incomplete. A 4th down stop.
What a great job by this defense, really all game long. It's very fitting. Here we are now in the 4th quarter on a 4th down play. They step up yet again. Now you give the ball to your own offense, you work that clock, and you seal victory.
So here comes the Alabama offense back onto the field. Off the RPO, caught to the right.
Chris, a lot of these NFL scouts think that his speed is unique. I think it's the route running and the instincts to read coverage that really separates him. He has put on a show today.
Alabama's offense now lining up on 1st and goal.
Let's go.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside give.
Coaches told us in the pregame production meetings they love this back's mixture of speed and power. We know about the speed, but he also showed the ability to break tackles on that run.
Looking to score, they'll run it to the right side. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. Ball at the 6-yard line now. It's 3rd and goal. Secondary up now, trying to jam these receivers. Here's a run call on 3rd and goal. Touchdown, Bama. And this one is getting ugly.
That's another touchdown for these guys. Man, they have had a day that you dream about. Whether it's the quarterback, the running back, the receivers, the offensive line, the entire unit has been dominant.
Here's the kickoff team. Let's see if they give the returner an opportunity to bring this back.
Texas.
And a misfire there on the kickoff as it goes out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. First down play call. How aggressive will it be?
Get set. Get set.
Off the play fake, looking to throw. He's running, and he lofts it toward the sideline. Pass falls incomplete on the deep shot, but there is a penalty marker down. Let's check it out. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The offense now operating in empty. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback on the move, trying to make something happen. And the junior quarterback shows his toughness, keeps this drive moving. Longhorns come to the line in a hurry-up.
These are the kind of plays that keep defensive coordinators up at night. You spend so much time putting your plan together to stop the pass, and then nobody accounts for the quarterback on a run.
Receiver makes the catch. Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal. 1st and goal for the offense. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. And he's shoved out of bounds with the defense short of the 1st down marker.
I love to see this by this quarterback. Instead of giving up on the play and just throwing it away or trying to put one into coverage, he just takes off, reminds his defense what he can do with his legs, and almost took it to the house.
Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up 3rd down. No huddle here for the offense. On 3rd and go, he's going to try to throw for it. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Will the penalty wipe away the sack?
On the double.
They've moved it to the 3. Now it's 3rd and goal.
Pound 55 feet.
He's got it right near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, Longhorns.
Well, first of all, I'm impressed that the user has not turned the game off and reset. They're playing it to the final whistle. And the offense is following your lead by playing hard and gaining some confidence for next week. You're not going to win this game, but I'll tell you what, you're a trooper.
And he gets into the end zone to further cut into this lead.
I thought the defense had a shot here to stop this 2-point try, but the quarterback was a magician. Great job of pitching that to the back to be able to use his speed to get to the corner for the 2-point try.
Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away.
Texas.
Not an ideal kickoff as it heads out of bounds. And the head coach will decide to accept the penalty and take the yardage. Big guys up front lined up. It's 1st down.
Here we go.
Handoff to the back. They'll keep the clock moving. Nice run. He's brought down to the 44.
Nice solid run here by this back. Did a nice job of just kind of finding that lane, pick up some positive yards there on 1st and 10.
He hands it off from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, these obvious running situations are very tough when you're working with the lead late in the game because you know the defense is going to stack the line of scrimmage, make it as difficult as possible for you to run the football. So nice job there by the defense. They're trying to punch that ball out, do anything they can at all to get the ball back.
Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Hits the ball up as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
Well, the defense picks the right time to get after this quarterback. 3rd down, critical down and distance. Do a good job of dialing things up and good coverage downfield. He didn't have anywhere to go with the ball.
Looks like he didn't get the snap off in time. That'll cost him 5 yards. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. Punt team ready to boot it away. Looking to flip the field here. He's going to try to return the punt. The coverage team able to bring the returner to the ground. This line getting set up. It's a first down play. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. They've got him, but he picks up 8 yards, sets up a nice 2nd and 2. The Longhorns come to the line to run the hurry up. An inside give now from the shotgun. Breaks loose at the 45. And the stop is made, but not before the ball to the 32. The offense really clicking against this battle defense. First down, looking to throw the football. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. And he's got it. Touchdown, Texas.
Well, you can tell that this play caller, the offense coordinator, he's thinking about the future. He wants to see how his quarterback and how this offense wants to compete when this game's out of reach. He's going to be very happy with the result of this play.
Keep it on the ground, trying to power in for the touchdown. And he makes it in. The 2-point conversion inching the score a little bit closer. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. The onside kick works as they steal a possession here.
Chris, I can't believe they recovered that. That's one of the toughest things to do, is to recover that onside kick. But perfect timing here. That ball went up into the air, and the kicking unit got on top of it.
The Longhorns offense takes the field. He's moving out of the pocket. Receiver makes the grab. That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down.
Chris, a great ability by this quarterback to get outside of the pocket and place the football right where it needs to be for the first down.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And that's the 2-minute warning here. This offense desperate to cut into this lead and then try to get the football back. Offense lines up for a second down play off the incompletion.
Dino. Cricket. Griffin.
From the shotgun, drops back. He finds his man. Breaks the tackle. Now he's got room to run. Tough running there. Breaks a tackle. Picks up the first down.
Hey, this offense isn't giving up. Yeah, we're in the fourth quarter. You're down big. But who knows? Make a big play. Try to get in the end zone. Maybe get an onside kick.
The Longhorns will line up here on first down and goal. Looking to chuck it again. Caught near the goal line. Can't quite make it. Forced out at the 2-yard line. A solid first down gain sets the ball up close to the goal line. And they finish it off here on second and goal. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
How about the defense today? They have played so well. I think the defensive coordinator put together a great plan. His kids clearly understood their scheme because they have been aggressive and attacking all game long.
They'll try to run it with the option. The back's got it on the pitch. Muscles across the goal line. Touchdown, Longhorns. Offense defense is out there. They're going to go for 2 here.
Tuna. Pilot.
They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Looking to scramble. And he gets in for the score, cutting the lead down to 13. I believe they're going to line up here and go for the onside kick. And the receiving team makes the recovery. The hands team does its job perfectly. Wasn't alert enough, didn't get the playoff. That'll cost him 5 yards. Obviously, the defense will decline that penalty on the offense and take the result of that play. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
Well, the back just had nowhere to go. How about the defensive line? They eat up all the blocks up front, freeing those linebackers up to be able to make the play. Just a bad play all around for this offense.
Toss play to the outside.
I know the toss play begins with a guy taking a snap, he turns around, he flips it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is can they set the edge as an offense? Whether it's an offensive tackle, a tight end in that same direction, or where they want to run the ball. Because if they can do that, you get the result that you want just like this. If you don't, oftentimes, play is blown up right at the line of scrimmage.
Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Alabama. Just ran away from the defense.
Number 9 in the end zone.
Didn't quite get the playoff in time. It'll be delay of game. So that offensive penalty will be declined, but the defense, they're happy to take the result of that play.
Welcome to the all-new recruiting system in EA Sports College Football 25. Our new recruiting system follows a 3-stage recruiting process. Stage 1, add a player to your recruiting board. Once they are there, you can select actions to gain intel. It's now time to select your team. Do you want to build a team from the ground up or take over an established contender? Pay attention to each team's prestige rating, represented by the number of stars next to each team's name. Teams with a higher prestige will be ready to compete for the college football playoff right away, while lower prestige teams provide a greater challenge to build into contenders. The choice is up to you. And now you'll choose where to. Here, you'll choose to create. Now it's time to choose your coach archetype. Your starting choices are motivator, recruiter, and tactician. What is the most important thing to you? Acquiring players, maximizing player development, or putting your team in the best position to succeed? Congratulations, it's time to sign your first coach. The Rocky Mountains provide the backdrop in Boulder, Colorado, and if you're looking for the Buffaloes, they ain't hard to find. Today, these two teams square off in what should be an exciting Mountain West showdown. As we'll see, the Nevada Wolfpack taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the Colorado Buffaloes. For EA Sports offense and an empty set.
Jackrabbit.
Comes out throwing on first down. He's going to go for a big one. Makes the grab on the right. He gets it to the 31-yard line. A big play for this offense. And the Buffaloes moving quickly to the line. He'll come out throwing on first down. And he got a hand in there, knocks it away, incomplete.
And that's a good sight to see from this defense. Last week, they gave up a ton of points in a loss. This week, get a deflection early. Hopefully see the ball a little bit better, play the passing game better. This defense definitely has to improve from what it was a week ago.
2nd and 10, he'll throw again. Unloads it left. Wide open downfield. He was working his way toward that goal line. They'll stop him at the 2 after the big play up top.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
He's got it down to the 1-yard line right on the doorstep of Pater. They'll go with a direct snap. Going right back to the right. Quarterback by himself in the backfield. They'll crank up this drive with the pass. He uncorks one deep. And the ball is intercepted. Taking it the other way. And after making the interception, he takes it inside the 40.
And it's nice to be the middle of the field safety. That's my responsibility. I own the middle. If you want to come across the middle, I'm going to hit you. If you want to throw it across the middle, I'm going to do a good job breaking on the football. Unbelievable job. You got to have vision on the quarterback. See it, break it, go get it. Give me that INT.
Colorado has the ball back, and the Buffaloes hoping to put their team in prime position on offense. Well, the good news about this drive, Jesse, it can't go worse than last time through a pick on the first play.
No, it certainly can't. I think one good way, David, to help your quarterback turn the page.
On first down.
Easy completion here and let him get back into a rhythm.
Yeah, or find him an easy handoff. Just hand the football off, maybe get the ground game going, maybe jumpstart this offense a little bit.
Wants to throw on first down. Trying to escape and get it himself. And this sophomore quarterback learning when to use his legs to move the chains. Moving closer to the red zone, it's at the 27 on first down. Looking to move it through the air. Fires toward the end zone. And he's... Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback checking off. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. And the Buffaloes will hustle to the line.
Oftentimes, defenses see empty sets, and that's when they want to dial up pressure, knowing there's no extra bodies back there to protect the quarterback. They were able to get to him on that one, and that's why the ball was incomplete.
He's run out of bounds, but not before turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down.
I just love this guy's instincts, right? When things aren't open right away, he never panics. He just understands the situation where he is on the field. And
it's complete. Run out of bounds after the long game, and they've got it now first and goal. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Bucs! On first down, here comes this offense. Looking for a crease to the left. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. On the ground, it's Hood. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup. 3rd and short now from their own 48. The give to the left side. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Man, that's a great play by the defensive end. The best athletes on the field play defensive end. You can ask anybody. Yes, I agree, Jesse Reese. See, they agree with me. Same thing. But you watch them get off the football, make the play. That's why you put your athletes there.
Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on 4th down. He's looking to throw it. Fires deep toward the end zone. And it's caught! To put points on the board right before the half. Going up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. That one will be incomplete, and we are down to 10 seconds to go. They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. After the incompletion, they go back up top. He's got an open man. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. One more play before the teams head to the locker rooms. He wants to throw. Takes a hit as he fires. And that pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. The 20. And he will roll into the offense getting set for first down. He's going to pass. Throwing right. Got his man downfield. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. The Buffaloes in the hurry-up.
And this defense is going to have their hands full because they're going to need to be comfortable with guys one-on-one on islands in the perimeter of the field. And they're just going to have to make better plays than what we saw right there. They knew this offense was going to try to be aggressive. Got to need better effort in the back end for this defense moving forward.
And you'd like to think this sophomore wouldn't make a habit of trying to force passes into double coverage like that. On 3rd down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Makes the catch! And a first down for the offense. Looking to move it through the air. Unloads to the wideout. Makes a connection. And they'll get him down, but boy, did he put some dudes in the spin side. My goodness.
Well, how about the offense setting that play up? We've seen earlier in the game a couple shorter throws, just trying to suck those safeties closer to the line of scrimmage, anticipating that they would get an opportunity to take a shot. They called the perfect play at the perfect time right there.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Lets it go to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Buffaloes! They've extended the lead. First down here for the offense. He'll start this drive firing. Looking left. Got him downfield. And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line.
That's a beautiful pass and catch. I love the job the quarterback does manipulating the defense with his eyes. He froze that safety,
and he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His third interception of the day. Looking for a productive play on first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Another interception. That's his fourth of the day. First down here for the offense. He's looking to throw it. Fires to the wideout. He makes a catch. They make the stop, but the sweet throwing catch is plenty to give them a first down.
This offense is not letting up, guys. They've got a lead here late, and they are still taking shots. They're still looking for explosive play.
And it's caught inside the 30. And he'll be forced out of bounds, but not before yet another big play in this passing attack. Looking to go up top on first down. Throws to the wideout. A strike downfield. He stopped just short of the goal line at the 1. An explosive play has him set up. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. Just going to keep it after the snap. A great spot to start this drive for the offense. They'll throw it on first down. Fires to the right. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And they finally get him stopped, but it's a big throw and catch, and he's down at the 5. Quarterback will audible. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Touchdown, Bucs! See if they can turn this drive into points. They've got it 1st and 10 at the 50. To give as they work on that clock. Not much working there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Stuck with a running game on first down. Now here they come again. Right back to the well. A strong tackle and wrap up from the junior.
And I'm a fan of this, man. Run the football, eat the clock. We got the lead. This offense has put together a nice day, man. Like, just balance, rhythm, timing, play calling, everything has worked. That's why they built this lead. They've had a great day today. And the defense is still fighting. They haven't had the day that they dreamed of. You know, talking to the coaches coming into the game, like, they thought they had a good plan. They'd be ready to attack and limit some of the damage this offense has done. They haven't done it today, though. They got to go back to the drawing board, figure some things out, because this wasn't a great day.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. They already have a comfortable lead up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. A beautifully placed ball to the outside and the toe drag for the big pickup.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. Even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Got 3 on first down. It's 2nd and 7. Takes the handoff. It's Welch. A solid.
The running back carry.
Before the defense is able to make the stop. Headed to the line at the 23, trying to convert this 3rd and short. They'll stick to the ground, looking for the marker. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. They get the timeout call with 7 seconds left on the clock. Nothing like stomping a guy in the teeth when you got him down. They'll try to tack on 3 more. Kick is good. The offense is... After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said, this team is bad. Now they won 3 in a row. This team is good. People are fickle.
Yeah, and we're probably the ones who were saying that a little bit, Reese, because they were struggling. It didn't look like they knew who they were, and they didn't have the momentum going. But now they've definitely got it together, Jesse, and they look like a different team.
They sure do, David. We know teams get better or they get worse over the course of the season. This team right now, completely different. Almost the polar opposite of what we saw earlier this year. And I'll tell you, look at their schedule and who they've got left. Those teams better be careful. This team is coming for them.
So that's going to do it for us. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis saying so long. This has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.